Tawk Yo Ish once again. You know we do this shit from the hood.
I say icy water might just make a flood. I do it for my hood. I do it for my man. Make sure all my hood. I say ain't nobody stop me 'cause I got it out the mud. That's why I say icy water might just make a flood. I do it for my hood. I do it for my hood. Make sure all my hood.
Okay, I got it.
I'm from the streets like you hate me. I'm with the switches and pavement. 20 years of being home. Now fuck you, nigga, pay me. I wanna come up, them niggas run up. You kept it out in your life. My niggas struck for the life. Yeah, pay with a price. My cousin Hallie, I'm back. I'm doing it, twisting his fingers. I'm pulling some pussy, some bloods. On the shows, I show nothing but love. I'm good, man, never faded. This guy, I really made it. I wanna focus on this meal ticket and how to raise these babies. They have me back to back. All I wanna be is a good dad. Made it through the year with no toe tag. With an open case, I'm just dying to brag. Can't let that phase me, no. I'm living life in a slow mo. My haters make other people worse. But my money's on me. Because I got it. That's why I say I see water. I do it for my hood. Ain't nobody stop me 'cause I got it.
Yeah, I got it. Cause I'm seeing me, but I can see my lines.
Yo. Once again, we back on Tawk Yo Ish, episode 2.
That's right. Tawk Yo Ish, episode 2, each and every Thursday. We're gonna try to keep it at 7, but shit, between 7 and 8, you know how niggas is. We late.
We on nigga time. That's why we talking our ish right now.
I didn't get my hair braided.
For anybody sleeping under a rock, man, Port to Port Music Group. That's PORT, the number 2, PORT Music Group everywhere, and you can view and stream this content, including YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And Straight Fire Entertainment, shout out. Y'all go follow STR8, the STR8 Fire Entertainment, and y'all will be able to, view this content as well on that page. So with that being said, shout out to Royal Blunts. The one sponsor that we got. If you guys looking to sponsor the shows, you can hit us up at Port to Port 2019 at Gmail, or what's your
912-436-4751. Holla at me, Doc Wild, baby.
That's a 10-4. We do podcasts every night, every Monday. Listen Up Live Radio, where we host underground talent and we interview underground artists. Every Tuesday, it's Alicia Blakely for us, by us. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to her every Wednesday. Bitter Rivals Radio, where the truth is told, lies unfold. Them boys be talking that sports shit. And brand new to the scene, Tawk Yo Ish, featuring Pope Pimp, Queen Cougar, and my guy Doc Wild. You know what I'm saying?
Doc Wild, baby.
Y'all have a dope show, nigga. Talk your shit.
Yeah, that's what's up. Today's topic, one of today's topics is music 101.
Yeah.
It's for all the independent artists. I'm finna give y'all free game. As long as y'all tuned in, y'all gonna get this free game. If y'all ain't heard of, if y'all don't know who we are, Straight Fire Entertainment, Port to Port, we're a one-stop shop, man. And this way it started. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the artists that be wanting you to sign them, but the music is not mixed properly, it's not mastered properly, and first of all, it's not even copyrighted. Cougar, how you feel about that?
I feel like it's terrible. I'm tired of coming in here and the kids talking about, I got my YouTube beat.
Yeah.
And they spend all their money on J's when they can spend a few dollars and get a beat, and the beat to be their own.
Yes.
Well, you see, where that come from? That come from a lazy work ethic. That come from the person ahead of them being lazy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going out getting the proper information, and they listening to a half a nigga on the street. You know what I'm saying? They got one nigga that they deal with that might really be doing something, and because he trying to do something, he giving them limited information. Them niggas taking limited information and then trying to make that limited information do what it do. Nah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say, you know what, I got to have this grind for myself, because at the end of the day, a nigga ain't gonna grind for you.
True.
At all.
And like, you know what I'm saying, and one thing I want to always say too, people talking about they want to be followers, man. The industry is looking for something that's different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They already got their Dolphs, they already got their TIs, they already got their Young Jeezys. They don't want
even
nobody
the Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, they don't want nobody sounding like nobody else, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to create your own lane. I don't hate on the ones that's trying to sound like these guys because they give them, you know what I'm saying? If they boost you up to do what you do, to keep doing what you do. But if you're trying to make money in this business, man, it's like you got to be line all your ducks in a row. I'm just giving y'all free game. I ain't hating on nobody. Like I said, I just want everybody to be great. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I ain't hating either, but I'm going to tell you what my experience has been from a lot of these local cats, okay? You know what I'm saying? One, all y'all local cats, like Doc Wise said, sound the same. I hear you jokers tapes and everybody talking about the same thing. Smashing the same broad, selling the same dope, standing on the same corner. You know what I'm saying? And then what kills me is y'all to sit back and say y'all rappers and y'all been in the game for 30 years and y'all got one song on a mixtape and y'all playing the same song at the mixtape. I mean, like, nigga, you 40 years old, bro, and you still singing the same one song you was rapping when you was 20 on a mixtape in the clubs now, and then hollering about, oh, you done open up for this person. You opening up for other independent artists who done open up for big name niggas who trying to make a name for themselves. So then all of a sudden, as soon as some production company come through, you at the Frozen or you here or you there, talking about you opening up a show with the same song you've been rapping 20 years ago. You ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. And then your excuse for not working is, oh, nigga, I got to work. We all got to work. We all got to grind. That's what the grind is. You know what I'm saying? Be able to make sacrifice and do things. But y'all sitting back saying, oh, I do this, I do that. Nah, bro. Y'all really not on it like that because there's too many platforms for music now for y'all not to be making it, for y'all not to be millionaires. There's too many platforms.
For real.
Too many platforms, bro.
When I was coming up, man, you had to get it out the mud for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now, y'all just post them on YouTube or IG, and it's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Y'all getting paid off streams. Back in the day, you couldn't get paid off streams. You had to go to the focus behind record labels, and they were doing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, go to the radio station and get a DJ money every week. They play your song.
You know, but you know what I'm saying? Hope that a record label pick you up. Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, it's like, first of all, you know what I'm saying, recording is just the first stage of this thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the business aspect. This game is like 90% business, 5% music. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you got it's all like politics, dog. It's all like politics, man. And it's like you got to have everything lined up before you talk about you want to get signed, because you want to know this business. It's a book called Donald Passman, man. All you need to know about the music business. I read that when I was locked up, and it's a good book. I mean, like, ain't nothing changed. The game haven't changed from that book since I read it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your own. You got to. What may work for that dude, it might not work for you. But it's like cooking. You know what I'm saying? You put your own little ingredients in and make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Everything ain't gonna taste right for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? That ain't just music. That's entertainment across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And you got to go and look at some of these artists. Look at their stories. I heard a thing where I believe it was either Snoop Dogg. No, it was Trick. Trick Daddy said, no, forgive me, DMX put out so many albums. Everything DMX got fire, okay? DMX said he didn't make his first million off of music until his 5th album. He had to put out 5 albums before he grossed $1 million off of music. He got all his other means from doing movies and all that. So that just go to show you, even back then, how hard them guys had to grind. They going to concerts. They doing 30 shows in a month. They ain't a show at night, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't making but 10, 20,000 a show. They got managers who got to get money. They got record labels who got to get money. They got road managers who got to get money. They got agents who got to get money. So then, and they don't know the business. So they sitting back and they signing contracts for $500,000, you know what I'm saying? And then most of the $500,000 gone. And then as time went on, the record labels even got smarter and was like, you know what? We gonna give you your house. We gonna give you your car. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna put $100,000 in the bank for you. We gonna give you this rented jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna be obligated to give us 10 albums. And you don't make no money. Then when you sit back sick, like, man, I ain't seeing that. That's because all them 10 albums that you just signed to do for that so-called however many millions just went in your house. You drive in your house that you having parties in all the time, went into your car, went into that jewelry, and here it is, you sitting back saying, I ain't seeing no money, because you already got the record labels getting you. So you got to be smart. You got to make yourself an asset to what you doing. Brand yourself to what you doing, so you can go to the record label and say, this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have no power in negotiation because everything signed the same. And these record labels really ain't listening to your music because they ain't listening to the words. You know what I'm saying? Because Missy Elliott and Lil Wayne done prove you can have an album and don't say on the album. You know what I'm saying? They need to know where your head at, and most of y'all ain't got no head for the music. Y'all got the words, y'all got the lyrics, but y'all ain't got the head for the music. Folks who got the head for the music stay in the head. Master P been the head of the music.
The head for the music.
Yeah.
But like I said,
hold up. I gotta give a shout out because I'm feeling real famous today, bro.
Oh,
my new hair once again. That's braids by Tanisha. That's my girl right here in Savannah, Georgia. My auntie's on the line. I love you to death. My dad's on the line watching me live. I am his oldest child. I am his favorite. Just for the rest of y'all who just don't care, so I love my dad to death. My cousin Roy is on here. My roommate's on here. Kimi Keem, love you, boo. Yeah. And for my family in California, for those who knew I was coming to California, they pushed back a date a month. So I'll get with you guys and get you guys the new dates. It'll be late October, mid to late October. And guess what? The queen will be on probation. Yeah.
She can leave the state.
Yes, it is. I'll be on probation October 15th, which is my bestie birthday. We'll be in California the next day.
She can turn up like greens
and
right
you
now.
Already know.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, it is. But then I'm going to behave when I'm with you and my bonus mama. But Roy, Tiff, cousins, you already know. It's going. Yeah.
Oh,
but anyway, back to the people music.
But anyway, and if you need some information, what all you need to do to get your stuff copyrighted, which I do all that. Sign you up with ASCAP. I do all register with ASCAP. I do all that. Good recording. We got port to port music.
Yeah,
I said, it was one stop shop. Everybody know JP.
Yeah.
I mean, he do his thing. Me and JP been rocking for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And we ain't had. You're gonna have a couple of haters that say something about what we do, but at the end of the day, we still standing. We've been going this ever since. For a minute.
Yeah.
2013, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say, y'all boy about 12, 13 strong, man.
Yeah, so we've been doing this, and I've been doing this way longer than that for professionally from 2013 to now. But I've been doing the music business because I almost had, I did have a couple deals before. You know, somebody they want to lock a nigga up. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they were trying to lock me up for, but they did.
I do remember them days back 01, 02, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember them days.
But anyway, enough of that. That's past life.
Yeah.
Back to the music.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be real petty today.
Back to the music, man. But like I say, starting next month, we're gonna have music talk on the second week of the month and the fourth week of the month. Artists can send in 5 songs. Email me 5 songs, and we're gonna review your music, see what you got. You know what I'm saying? For like I said, the first 30 days is gonna be for free, but after that, the reviews gonna be running like $15. You know what I'm saying? But my main thing is I want to see what the people working with out there in the world. We'll review it for free. You got your panel right here. Like I said, music talk every second and fourth Thursday of the month. So it's like this. That's what we're gonna be rocking for now.
Is there anything you guys want us to talk about that we might not want to talk about, or you might not want to say because you don't really want to talk your shit, and Janine don't really have a filter? So the queen don't have a filter, so she'll talk her shit. And I just want to give a shout out to David Johnston. He was my white boy crush in high school. So if he didn't know, he now knows. Shout out to American High School 1997. Dustin on there too. Craig, what's up, boo? My son Preston, baby, love you, boy. Kim Possible. I see you on there. Hey, mom. I see all my people. I feel it. The girl feeling real. She really feeling herself today, already.
Oh Lord,
yes, she
Jesus.
Is. She's feeling herself. Hey, family. I see my cousin on there, Charlie Thomas family. But I want to talk about. I want to talk about Cardi B because that is my girl. Y'all talk about this walk with that wet ass pussy.
That rock video. Listen, I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Tell him, because I'm gonna lie.
Listen, I dig them on that song.
Yes,
you hear me?
Yes, it is.
Niggas been dying for that WAP, nigga. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is listen. I done had some WAP so good, bro. I divorced my first wife, nigga.
Oh my God.
I went home and slapped her and said, you didn't even tell me it was like this, nigga. Because I was going home to tumbleweeds every night, you know what I'm saying?
We did that good
and messed around and got that WAP, nigga, and got married again, and now I'm stuck, nigga. Clean. Nigga,
No, let me tell you what Cardi B said that had me going. When she talking about, I don't cook, I don't
I'm clean,
Let me
but I
tell you,
still got the ring.
Okay.
I was like, yeah.
Let me tell you.
She said that. I said she don't cook or clean, but still got the ring. I was like, that's gushy. That ain't even WAP, then, nigga. That's gushy, nigga. Nigga,
that's wonderful.
Nigga, that's the Israel floodgates, nigga. After the Red Sea got parted and the water came and knocked Pharaoh out the park. That's that, nigga.
I done changed my WAP. I done changed it to Eric Divine's. Shout out to Eric Divine. Niagara Falls. And you know, like Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
you know,
that's my boy, man.
You heard me.
And the video, listen. That's some uncut type stuff. Y'all remember Uncut on BET, man? Listen, that's an uncut.
Yeah, that would show that. That's what they have to show that
drill type.
That's the tip drill type video.
I waited till midnight to watch.
Hey, you know something though? They don't even show tip drill on YouTube no more.
Oh my God,
you can't even find tip drill on YouTube no more.
Y'all know I'm playing on Tuesday, but that video and both of them doing the splits,
nigga.
Yes, it was.
Nigga, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yes, it is.
I was like, this. I was like.
Yeah, to try to get it off.
Yeah,
I was trying to get into the splits. Yes, I was. I will show y'all the splits, but I'm doing like this kids.
Listen, I can't do.
I ain't got no bottoms on.
I can't do the splits because, like, you know, the splits is gay now. You know what I'm saying?
Not gay.
No, the splits was cool in like '87.
The splits is bisexual.
No, the splits and the half shirts was cool in '86, '87. A grown man can't wear no half shirt right now. Not no half muscle shirt and them little nut hugger basketball shorts.
Wait about another year and a half. They'll be back.
yeah, they will.
Coming back full throttle. They call them waist bags now.
Yo,
there's a damn fanny pack. Fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah, I know we got off course for a second, but we got to talk about that. There is no such thing. I'm sick of you niggas talking about a fanny pack as a man bag, nigga. There is no such thing as a man bag. That's why you niggas ain't even got no songs, because the sisters listen to y'all and they ain't really buying it. They just going on YouTube, listen, and selling y'all man bags, and then y'all turn around talking about y'all rappers and y'all niggas really undercover. No, that's why y'all can't sell no music. We talk this Tawk Yo Ish, right?
Talk your shit. Yeah, talk your shit.
This Tawk Yo Ish, right? Okay.
Don't get
listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all niggas can't be rappers and be sissies. It's not gonna happen, nigga.
Yes,
okay?
they do. With the rapping country, I thought they was gay.
Listen.
Rumor.
Oh yes.
Listen. First, let me give y'all this clue. Most of your gangster rappers ain't really gangsters. Them niggas is educated, college educated, high school. If y'all paid attention to NWA, the movie Straight Outta Compton, okay? If y'all paid attention to that movie, did y'all notice Ice Cube wrote a lot of the lyrics? This nigga Ice Cube went to school.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg graduated. Master P got a college degree.
Yeah.
And all these niggas was talking about killing folk. These niggas ain't never murdered nobody. Snoop, I'm Calvin Brodus. You know your name. Shout out to you, big uncle.
Snoop Dogg, get out.
What's up, Snoop? You know what I'm saying? I remember when you was on that murder charge, Snoop, and you beat it, dog. And one of the things you said is, I don't want nobody to die, bro. My bodyguard was doing what he had to do. I dig that. You know what I'm saying? You had to stand. Your bodyguard had to stand on the ground. He get paid to protect you, keep somebody from hurting you. But it ain't in your heart. So what I need from y'all OGs is teach these young niggas. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool. Boosie, shout out to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta teach it. Now listen, Boosie.
Well, Boosie ain't watching right now because I think his IG still down.
Okay, Boosie IG might still be down. Okay, Boosie, we know you a real dude, but here it is, you teach it. You know what I'm saying? Through your music. Lil Baby, we know you a real dude, but you teach it through your music. But I'm talking about these niggas that ain't never even been in a fight in their life, and then I know niggas right here in the south side of Savannah, bro, ain't never been in a fight a day in their life, but talking about killing 30 niggas in this home. Boy, you ain't never been in a fight, nigga. You live with both parents, nigga. Nigga, you Papa Doc from 8 Mile,
That's
nigga.
it. Your name is Clarence.
Right. Both parents. Clarence parents have a real good marriage. You Papa Doc niggas around here, bruh. I can't listen. No, bruh. No. And then this the thing. Y'all ain't gonna run up on nobody. Y'all sit up here and you niggas work. You niggas work at IHOPs, Waffle Houses. You niggas work at warehouses unloading trucks.
That's what you do.
You know what I'm saying? And then sit around here talking about you. No, you niggas can't even sit around and really smoke weed because you niggas on probation. So you got to go to the warehouse, You know what I'm saying? Get your knuckles ashy. You can't pull your pants up. Why? Because you stealing the pants off the back of the truck, nigga. I used to do it too. I don't work for you no more, nigga. I was working for Road Lane. I don't care if you tell. I got my own business. You can't sue me. I ain't got no money, nigga. I'm broke. So anyway, I was working for Road Lane, and we used to do the Coles warehouse. And Coles used to have a truck that didn't have but Levi's.
Goodbye, Levi's.
That came on the truck. Nigga, I used to get the drive. I get me 2 cases of Levi's, nigga. And I used to get the cases and get to the driver and put on 1 pair.
No,
because early in the morning used to be cold. That chill used to come through. And all you niggas that was standing side by side, I'm like, what y'all niggas do? Oh, nigga, I rap. Nigga, spit. Listen. I tell the nigga to spit 2 bars. Hell, I don't even rap and know how to do 2 bars. These niggas ain't had 2 bars. And then y'all knuckles ashy. Y'all living with y'all grandma. Y'all making $8.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So y'all bringing home $320 a week. 200 of that got to go to the probation officer. That's why y'all music sound like trash, because y'all can't pay for no studio time.
I thought you were talking about that little boy who just gave me a Taco Bell check yesterday. See, you don't talk about the young ones. These were her little friends.
Cougar. This wasn't even no young boy. These was niggas our age. These niggas was old. You know, I was in Atlanta, and it was a nigga. He had to be like 57 years old. This nigga had a song called "So Wavy." No. This nigga was like 6'7", 57 years old. Had his hat turned to the side. That nigga had on some City Trend jewelry. You know what I'm saying? With some old Felines.
I ain't gonna tell you where them
crease in the jeans. And that nigga had a song called "So Wavy" and was trying to dance, and this nigga popped the kneecap on it, and I was like, nigga, you 57, give it up. If it ain't happened yet, it won't happen. Go produce, help these niggas write, do something. But don't be trying to rap at 57 years old. You know what I'm saying? You niggas got to get up. Next thing, if you niggas can't read, bruh, do not be trying to write no song, bruh. Tell a nigga what you want to say, let that nigga write your song, and then you read it back. But do not be trying to listen. I know some folks, boy, that can't talk, and I be like, what the hell is they saying in this song? I ain't even gonna go there, because I ain't even gonna go there. But you know what? I ain't even gonna go there. But yeah, if y'all can't read good, man, get somebody to write down what you trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And then let them teach you how to read it back. And then once you read it back, then you go to the studio. Now, if you ain't got the money to go to the studio, ain't nothing wrong with saying, hey, man, look, I know studio time might be, $1 an hour or whatever. I ain't really got it like that. Most people will work with you. But when you sitting on Facebook talking about you done spun 4 and 5 bands on a party, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You just spent 4 or 5 bands on a party, but you ain't got $100 for studio time. Nigga, ain't nobody trying to hear that, cuz.
Hey, man.
Well, if y'all need some studio time, I got a jungle in my backyard that need to be cut down. So if y'all want to come with a lawnmower and some weed whackers, I can figure out some studio time to get this yard done.
Hey, Car, yeah, some other dudes be starting. Shout out to the loose Levi's. That's right, the 501s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the loose Levi jeans. They wasn't even fly button. And then I had a pair of Carl Canines that was real loose too and could not hold a crease. But you know the best jeans that can hold a crease, y'all? Them rustlers, nigga. Go Kmart, nigga, get them rustlers and them Wranglers.
The Kmart gone.
Yeah, Kmart
gone. It's up in Walmart.
Oh, I go see
Rustlers in Walmart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's another thing, man. When y'all boys do get some money from the rap game, you cannot be rich by trying to go out and buy everything you see. Rich folk don't stay rich by spending money, cuz. Rich folks go out and buy one really expensive car, maybe 2, got one expensive house, and then they invest their money. They buy property. Okay? You niggas go and have a mixtape party and make $5,000 on your mixtape party, give $2,500 to your baby mama who you ain't seen in 6 months because you trying to smash because you ain't getting none after your mixtape party. And then you got another $2,500 you got to go spend on your boys because you thinking you cool like that. And now you know you got to go to studio tomorrow, and this man in front of you studio time, and he know because he done saw you win the $5,000 in the club. He know you got bread, and then you come to the studio tomorrow to my cuz, look out for your boy one more time. Now you got to go buy some weed to get new clothes and pay for studio time. You niggas got to get your priorities.
Well, y'all was getting that $600 unemployment, bro?
Yeah.
Y'all should use some of that on studio time if y'all
Yes,
want to get to this.
invest
Since
in
we talk
yourself.
about music,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
invest in yourself.
yourself.
We was getting,
Yes.
we was getting. I don't want to call it free or extra because they shit extra, but the other money,
We were getting the help.
other money that they was giving. Hell, I had to get myself together a little bit. Hey, auntie. That's my auntie Lynn, y'all. Oh, shout out to all my family friends in California who's 3 hours behind us, who's probably trying to get home from work or something, trying to watch this crazy girl,
Listen.
Dakota. You know?
Shout out to my people too.
Shout out to all my people, man. Them Scots, you know what I'm saying? All y'all, man. Shout out to.
She ain't all the way got friends and family.
Oh, don't worry.
Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to Garden City, you know what I'm saying? The 5 Mile being Rose Down Hill, all y'all. Westgate, man. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all the Cloverdale, West Side. Y'all know I done been all over, so I be shouting out the whole city. Shout out to ratchet ex-girlfriends who didn't think I was gonna make it. I still ain't got no money for you. I'm still fine. Y'all still ain't got a pot to piss in, throw it out of. I'm still doing good around here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all too. Okay, what's going on, sis? Kari, I shouted you out, dog. Yo, shout out to my man Kari down there in Miami, Florida.
Hey,
you know what I'm
Kari.
saying? He got the mixed wife. She pretty. I don't know what the heck she seen in this nigga because he look like a tree stump, but that's my dog, though. That's my dog. All right, I shouted you out, dog. That's my dog.
That's my
All
dog.
We've been rocking since middle school.
Yeah.
But real talk, man, y'all boys want to get y'all. And let me say this. Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
Yes, let's
y'all
go back to
sexy.
them. I don't know how we got off of that
Me
because I'm
neither.
gay on Tuesday.
Listen. Only on Tuesdays? I thought it was like every day that had a T in it.
I was gonna switch over to all the days ended in Y.
Right. You should.
But my daddy watching this, so I'm only gay
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
All the days that ended in Y. All the days that ended in Y and
Shout
all
out
the
to
months
all
that had
my
R's in them.
females and males. Shout out to the Trap House. I seen Nia was on there earlier.
That's what's
Steven, Dusty,
That's what's up.
my boss Cammy Cam, Aaron. They love this
Listen.
little black girl for whatever reason.
Shout out to all the women that's gay on days that end in Y and all the months that end in R.
Aaron, here she is.
All the gay women on oyster season, shout out to y'all, okay? Y'all ain't gay in May, June, July, and August, but from September to April, you're gay, and all the days that end with Y, shout out to y'all.
Don't worry, I've been in prison. Some of them were just gay for the stay, so it don't
Oh
make no damn.
Right,
Oh
right.
my
Yeah.
God.
That ain't
Shout out to
being
some
gay,
of y'all.
that's
Made it out
called
alive.
survival with
Hashtag made it out alive. I see some of my ladies from Alderson where they had me on that vacation that extended vacation.
That extended vacation.
Extended vacation with no visits.
Oh,
Way in
man.
West Virginia. Shout out to my ladies who made it out alive. Hashtag made it
Cardi
alive.
B and Meg Thee Stallion. Let me say
Back to
something,
them
y'all.
and they booty cheeks.
Right. Listen, I don't know what Offset gonna be thinking, and Meg Thee Stallion, I don't know who your man is or whatever.
Right.
But that video was some real BET uncut tip drill type stuff right there.
Yes,
and I was like, oh my goodness. I had to go repent as I watched that video. I felt like
Holes
praying.
in this house.
Just watching that video made me feel like I was going to hell.
Oh
my God.
I don't know, but I
Listen.
went to hell and I came right back.
Listen,
There's
did you
some
see that?
holes in
Did
this
you see
house.
that video?
I watched it 3 times on my way to work.
3 times on your way to work.
And almost crashed.
Oh, no. Man, listen.
If you see somebody in the little Dodge Journey that I
Listen,
drive going like
I'm about to go
25,
home.
that was me.
To my son, Cameron Hobart, I'm gonna come home and take your phone. I don't even need you watching stuff like that. You need to go and pray, read the Bible, son. Yeah, I don't need you even looking at that crap.
I'm about to put a block on the
Daddy talk
phone.
about looking at it.
Listen,
You know what? Pope Pip, it's funny you say that because you know I got something to say about that because you know I'm a hater from the Himalayas and you know we talking our shit. Parents, don't get on this Facebook, Instagram talking about my son ran around the house talking about why.
No.
Look, let me tell you something, parents. Since we talking shit,
yeah.
if you didn't want them repeating it, you shouldn't have been listening to it in front of them.
Right.
Y'all should have been listening to Barney
Right.
or what's her name, JoJo, Baby Shark.
Lamb
If you
chop.
did not want him walking around the house saying, I don't cook, I don't clean, then y'all shouldn't have been listening to this shit in front of her.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Your kids are a product of you. So listen, if your daughter a hoe, you been a hoe. If your son a sissy, you been a sissy. Okay?
I don't know. I don't know about all. I don't know about all that.
Let me tell you something.
But you got to teach them better.
Most girls And most boys do what they see their parents do. You got a lot of straight dudes that got feminine tendencies because they never had no daddy.
That's
so
true.
their mama always did, so they act like their mama. You got a lot of females that act like niggas because their mama ain't been around and all their daddy ever did was talk trash, so they act like niggas. I love women like that. I love a woman who can help a nigga box. Baby, I love you. Heavenly Boutique online right here. That's my wife page. Y'all go shout out my wife, Heavenly Boutique. It's a boutique for plus size women, so all you plus size women that need clothes, go shout out my wife at Heavenly Boutique. My wife will help me fight, okay, because we done almost got into it a couple of times.
Oh, that's right.
And she got them fists of fire. If your woman watch you get beat up, ladies, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. If you watch your man get beat up, know you got a beating up coming to you when you get to the house. You will not stand there and be screaming while I'm fighting till I leave him alone. You better be jabbing that nigga. You hear me? And if you got a pistol and I ain't got none because I left my gun home, you better shoot that nigga. You better shoot him. Do not have me out here getting whooped and you screaming till I call the police know, because I'm going to beat the brake shoes off you when you get to the house. Fellas, if you know you can't fight, tell your girl, look, I can't fight. I can whoop you. Cause you're a woman, I can whoop you, but I can't fight no nigga.
So back to what you were just talking about, like, when you say like the kids is a product of what their parents is, right? That go back to like, nature versus nurture. You know what I mean? Meaning, do you, who you become is more shaped. Is it more shaped by your environment or what's in you, genetically in you? You get what I'm saying?
It's a little bit of both.
I think a lot of it has to come to the environment.
It's a little bit of both, because here's the thing. What's genetically in you in a certain type of environment, all it's going to do is bring you out more. A cat going to be a cat, and because that's who a cat is. But when you put that cat in the jungle, that cat learn how to be a lion. But if you don't take that cat and put it in the jungle, then you know how to tame it. So the thing is if being a hoe was in your mama and your grandma and your great grandma, you got hoe tendencies in you too. Because they don't talk.
That's genetic then.
But
that's
guess
like
what?
It's passed down through your genes.
It's genetic.
Being a hoe could be something that's passed down.
But here's the thing. But that'll be genetic. But what happens when that hoe get in that harsh environment, it's going to come out. But the way you tame that hoe is keeping that whore tamed by saying, okay, let me not put this hoe around other hoes.
But children want to be molded. You know what I'm saying? So
they do. But nobody wants to be molded into a whore.
If I was a hoe yesterday, and I didn't want my children to be little hoettes, you see what I'm saying? I have to teach them and show them differently.
That's what.
So like when we go back to the music, the guy was upset about the boy running around the house talking about wet ass pussy. Okay, well, you or his mama probably was listening to it.
Right.
If you didn't want him running around here talking about wet ass pussy, you put the block on his phone, on the YouTube, on the Roku,
tablet, and all
or whatever.
Stuff.
You see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we was talking about this the other day. Even if I give you to my homegirl to watch my baby, and I don't let him listen to that sort of kind of thing, I be like, homegirl, if you can refrain from listening to wet ass pussy while you have my child in the car, because I'm trying to mold him or her differently than what I was taught or what other society is trying to show them.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay.
I got a grandbaby, 3 years old, to get on this phone and go to wet ass pussy probably on my phone better than I can on the YouTube.
And true, but see, and again, okay, like I said, it's a little bit of both. It ain't one or the other. It's a little bit of both, because you already got it in you. You say you a hoe, you don't want your daughter to have whole tendencies. The whole tendency is gonna be in her because it's already in mama. But because you trying to mold her to be something different, you keeping her out of that environment. So you can tame that.
But I disagree with that, because I don't. Okay, it's like an alcoholic, right? Alcoholism is a disease, right?
Right.
It can be passed down genetically, like scientifically proven,
right?
That you could, and just like you said, there's certain triggers. Like if you an alcoholic and you got it, your dad was an alcoholic, but you never drank in your life. But then I decided to drink, and I got a family long history of alcohol. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna become an alcoholic because of what was genetically passed down in my DNA. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't see.
But if you're not in that environment though to drink,
That's right.
You won't become that.
That's right. So that's nature versus nurture, right? So same thing applies to being a hoe. But for me, I don't see like being a hoe something genetically passed down. And I think that's something that literally has to be.
Let me say it like this. I ain't gonna say it's genetically passed down. Let me say it like this.
Because let's just say
I'm gonna say
it's shown.
But no.
A child learns more in their first 5 years than they're gonna learn their entire life.
Right.
Okay, so what happens, and I ain't gonna say it's genetic, but that child is seeing what the mother does in them first 5 years, and the mother may or the father may not realize that their child picking up on this. So now what's got to happen is when that child get older, in the right environment, it's gonna come out.
That's a fact.
In the wrong, if you keep them in the right environment and you say, you know what, nah, my child has seen me thugging this and that, so I got to back up off thugging and get my kids in private school and this and that, it won't come out. But as long as you put that child in that thugging environment, they gonna end up being just like their mom and daddy.
I feel like that's any kid. Like
yeah.
Any kid, you put any child in any type of environment, and they gonna be influenced by it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But
some I feel is worse than others.
Like a chameleon, they're gonna adjust and adapt.
It's kids out here right now with great parents, with good jobs.
Oh yeah.
That's doing everything they're supposed to do as a parent. And these kids still out there thugging and selling weed and doing bad shit when they ain't got to.
Yeah. Shout out to my mom and dad.
And that's true, but I still think that come in a way from parents with lack of discipline.
My parents,
and I see that because
my parents disciplined us.
Usually when kids like that, usually not all, but usually when kids like that come from lack of discipline.
Okay, let me tell you about this kid, because shout out to my daddy who is listening to, and my mom who's passed away. But my parents was wonderful. Both of my parents is college educated. You know what I'm saying? They took us out the hood, moved raised us to Fremont, so we didn't have to go to school with metal detectors, things like that. They gave us the best that they could give us financially, emotionally, physically. My parents were there. I still ended up in prison for 3 years. Still. Had nothing to do with the way I was raised. You see what I'm saying? This is something that just I did on my own to be off, and I'll be on probation in 60 days just so everybody know. But anyways, that's been the longest 13 years of my life. However, you know what I'm saying? My parents was great. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. I'm
and
not
even
saying
after my parents got a divorce, my daddy was still my daddy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm 40 years old, and my daddy is still my daddy, and he's still heavily influenced on my life. When I took that path, it was other influences in my life, not necessarily on the way I was raised, because my parents raised me well.
Right, and I'm not saying
and yes,
that it's all kids like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I'm not saying it's all kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of great kids, like you say, just went by the wayside on their own.
Yeah.
But I'm saying many of them, what I've heard from kids, because me being in Statesboro, you know what I'm saying? I go and I talk to youth. You know what I hear from a lot of youth? Man, my mom and them give me everything I want, but they just won't whoop my ass.
Yeah.
I've heard them say it.
Yep.
They want the discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the way they parents discipline them is, I know kids bring home a report card and they got all F's. But then when the new J's come out, your mama getting it. So what you doing is you rewarding their bad behavior.
Right.
And then, so when they grow up and you be like, what? When they go to prison, where did I fail at? You failed because he was bringing home all F's and you saw who he was hanging with and you was still rewarding him. You know what I'm saying? So some of these kids that's like that, not all, some of these kids won't discipline. Some of these kids know they need to ask for it. And that's why they'll listen to strangers sometimes. That's why this nigga who home fighting his mama, fighting his daddy, or fight his mom and fight his daddy because they ain't getting no discipline, but Mr. So-and-so next door will come over there and knock his ass out and he get right.
Well, that's back in the day when the village was raising children.
It's still some folks like that though.
The village has got their blindfolds on or their corona masks wrapped around their eyes.
But that go back to the point that we originally was making, was that to me, a bunch of different factors come in. It's not necessarily, whether your mom was a hoe, you would turn out to be a hoe, or your parents not disciplining. All that shit is a factor into what, and it's like you said, and you just said, the village ain't what it used to be. We was influenced by it. I remember when I was, and I said this on when we had the show the other day, I remember coming up as a kid, because I'm 40, all of us around the same age.
I'm 25, nigga.
That's a tenfold. But I'm pushing 40. I'll be 40 and but when I came up in the 80s, and I came up in the crack era, like when crack was crack. You feel me? That shit was fucking up homes.
Yeah.
I was in
Right.
California in the 80s, so you can only imagine. East Oakland, shout out to them niggas. Hey, Rihanna.
When crack hit Jersey, I had to be, every bit of 7, 8 years old. But it was OGs on the block that'll be like, this ain't the life you want. Regardless of what they was doing, they always instilled, more. They had morals and a code and shit.
But you saw the money though.
Yeah, but this day and age, even though we were still influenced by the money, but you never forget the lessons that the old cats tell you. It's just like what they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Right.
That's what happened to all of us as kids. Everybody told us the right shit, so you shouldn't be. You should always strive to tell the kids what's right, regardless of what path they're gonna choose, because they're gonna always remember the lessons that you gave them, and that's what the OGs did for us coming up.
But see, again, we don't have them OGs, a whole lot of them like that no more.
That's what I was getting.
Yeah, and it's still a few out there, and them youngins are listening to the few that's out there. But the problem is the few that's out there. And back in my day, OGs could take the whole block and influence the whole block and teach the whole block. Now OGs nowadays ain't even got that. I might deal with one or two because this my neighbor on this side of me and he on this side of me, or I know his mama and daddy or whatever, so they cool with that. But then it's the little one around the corner that's really out there thugging that. He the one who's saying I need the discipline. He the one who be lost. Yeah. And then you got the ones who like that been in Cougar situation just feel like, you know what, hell, I got good parents. I'm still gonna do what I want to do regardless, and I'll suffer the consequences.
Because at the end of the day, like, see, it's just like you said with the whooping ass. Like for me, when it comes to me talking to my kids and raising my kids, I don't whoop my kids like that, but. I tell my kids, I always let them know that you got a choice. You feel me?
That's
right. I'm going to tell you the right thing.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm going to give you the game.
Yeah.
And whether you choose, I know I did right as long as I instill the right values into you. Right. At the end of the day, the choices are yours to make. It don't matter how well I raise you or what I do.
Yeah.
You at the end of the day,
choice.
The choices are yours to make, and you'll be surprised at how many people got parents that was like me growing up. When I grew up, I had a mama that whooped my ass across the goddamn lawn and back. Yeah. Real shit. I mean, bro, in school, she didn't play that shit. I was up until she died when I was 15. When she died, I was like this, straight A student and all that other shit. After she died, I was fucked up when she died. Yeah. But it was like a dog was let off the leash. Yeah. And you know how you let it, how you keep a dog in a cage, and then you let that shit go and that shit run wild.
Yeah.
That's what I was. That's the type of kid I was. And 2 years later, I was in prison.
Yeah, but see, when you was let loose and with that dog on the chain, like Monty said, and you said it too. Shout out to Monty Lynn. It's a choice that we made.
Yeah. That's what it do boil down to.
You can read their comments too, man. Read their comments and
well, they just right now because I'm so famous. They just waving at me.
That's cool.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. You're right. It is still about choice. You know what I'm saying? But like you say though, it's because with your kids, you instill the right things in them. Right. So they knew. All right. Daddy done told me this. So Daddy done told me this, right? And this is what the consequences gonna be. Alright, but they still had the right thing in their head.
Man, listen, life is about chances, decisions, and consequences.
All
you know what I mean?
Day.
Like that's what it's about. And I let my kids know that shit. If you do this, go right ahead, but just understand that this is what's going to happen because of it. I got a 13-year-old daughter who hot in her ass. Yeah. She's starting to like boys. Yeah. She's starting to feel herself. She growing her little titties and shit. That's what it is. You know, she's starting to get a shape. So now she feeling herself. She's starting Johnson High School pretty soon. And I tell her I don't cut no corners when I talk to her. I talk to her the way I talk to y'all.
But you're a good daddy.
I say, guess what? These niggas out here, they just want to fuck something. You want to be that girl?
But you got to be a good daddy and tell them that. Right. There are some daddies that don't want to talk to conversation about that. Don't want to talk to these little girls about stuff like that. I have a friend whose daughter's starting to get a little chicken pox, And I'm like, oh, I ain't seen so and so in so long. They starting to get titties. Here go daddy. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. Oh no, daddy, it's time to talk about that. Because if I'm noticing these little bitty baby titties, them little boys down the street worry about them little titties too.
That's a fact.
And it ain't gonna be so much little boys her age. It's gonna be them older niggas. Cause she 12, 13 with some little titties. It's gonna be them niggas 21, 22 feeling like they can take him over that.
Hell, not only that, we in
that's when you get
2020.
the
It might
shotgun.
be a little girl looking at them little titties over there.
Yeah, that too.
And then
That
see,
too.
don't think, because a lot of people tell me, you know, me, I let my kids know motherfuckers, niggas, you know what I'm saying, bitches, they gonna try to fuck, they wanna get pussy. I talk to my kids like,
for real.
don't think that they ain't seeing that shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think that they ain't seeing that. Them kids know way more than the fuck we think they know at a very early age.
Yeah.
They finding out about sex. If we don't talk to them about it, they gon' see it.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about earlier, the information, the access to information is just is fucking amazing. You can Google pussy and literally pussy is gonna pop up.
And then if you want to go all the way back to being shown, you know what I'm saying? You teaching your little girl at 13 about the birds and the bees and everything like that, right? But let's just say, and I'm not talking about nobody, mama, it's 4 or 5 children before her and 3 or 4 children after her.
Right.
So they figuring out where these babies is coming from.
Right.
And then not only that, you got some of these women, no offense, y'all, I'm not disrespect anybody, y'all got 2, 3, 4 different baby daddies.
Right.
So they thinking it's okay to have this variety.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? My roommate has a 12-year-old daughter, and when she's to the house, I'm currently single. You feel what I'm saying? But when she's staying with us for the week or for the weekend or whatever, I bring no niggas to the house because she would never see need room like a revolving door.
Right.
I have to show her differently than what she may have been shown because she's one of 6. Or 7.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Children.
Listen,
I'm showing her a different. Even though Janine ain't got no boyfriend, you feel what I'm saying? Because they know about stuff like that. I don't have it revolving where it's, oh, that's Steve. Hey, Steve, Mike, Larry, John.
And I dig that. And I'm gonna tell you something about me, real talk.
For the boy and the girl.
One of the reasons, even with my wife, one thing I told her, I was like, you know what? If you've been a female that just hop straight out of a relationship and I don't even date females like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we won't go out. We won't go out.
Right. But what it is like, with me, I'm like, okay, I was dating this girl one time and she had 4 daughters. So I'm just like, okay, you got 4 daughters. You just got in a relationship. Now you with me. And I literally stayed with her as long as I stayed with her to show her daughters that, look, you don't have to have a man coming in and out of your life all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, they was used to seeing their mama get beat and all this other stuff. So I didn't do any of that. You know what I mean? So you can see that, yo, you ain't got to, do that. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna be like preachers. We gonna listen, y'all. We gonna put this all the way back to the WAP now, because that's what we came to talk about. We gonna be like preachers. We gonna end it up with the WAP. I'm gonna show you how preachers do it all the time. They'll go off course and preach about a bunch of stuff and then bring it back to the first scripture. So we going back to thou shalt watch the WAP. We gonna get back there. Alright?
My granddaddy used to be like that too. Shout out to Reverend Walker. He passed a long time ago. But all around the back and then back to the WAP. Let's get back to the WAP.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, like you say, the information and what choices people gonna make. So when you look at a video like the WAP, glory, hallelujah. When you look at the video like the WAP, okay, the WAP, little girls, you still got that choice to say, I want to do this or I don't want to do this. Don't look at these 2 grown women who are making millions of dollars and allow them to be your influence. Women, grown women, don't look at these 2 grown women and allow them to be an influence and call it cool for your daughter. Especially if you got a daughter who's in, elementary school or something like that, and she not making good grades, but she know all the words to the WAP. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? These women out here to entertain you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that's the proper entertainment in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, entertainment is going to be entertainment. But you still teach your child, hey, this is not what I want you to be. This is not what I want you to see. Now, if she go down that path later on in life, know you did your part if you told her gave her the information.
Let me ask you a question. I think I know the answer, but so how, when it comes to WAP, right?
I like that video.
It's a dope video.
Yes, it is. Ooh,
yeah. I'm saying it's an adult video.
It's an adult video.
But I'm just saying, how do you like balance that shit. Cause like I said, with the access to information, the kids gonna see it regardless. You know what I mean? Like it's no way you can hide that shit.
You got to be a little stronger. And what I mean by a little stronger is this, okay, like you got to take your child phone and put a YouTube. No, seriously. Take your child phone. Put a YouTube parental lock on it. Put a rope. Put a lock on the rope. Lock on your fire stick.
And I got all my kids on social media.
Yeah.
So I see everything.
A lock on them iPads. Like my son got to understand it. Hey, no locked doors in this house. Ain't no locked phones in this house. No nothing. Anytime I pick up your phone,
would you let your son see that video?
No.
You wouldn't be okay. Let me ask you.
I'm not saying he hadn't already seen it,
right?
But if he did, I can't control that. He'll be 15 in November.
But see, that's the difference between men and women. The guys like, yeah, my son can watch it, but don't let the girls watch it.
You got boys and girls?
Huh?
You got boys and girls?
Yeah, I got a 22-year-old daughter too.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What's the dynamic different? You feel? I know I keep getting into this kid shit, but I got little kids. I like asking these questions. You know, because I got babies. My oldest is 13, and I'm kind of just going through the teenage thing with her. But when it came to raising a girl versus raising a boy, did you instill like the same type of shit, or when your boy came to you and said he started liking girls, versus when your daughter came to you and said she started liking boys? What was that dynamic like?
I gave them pretty much the same thing. I pretty much told my daughter, I said, listen, you know, at the end of the day, that's a natural thing that you like boys. And I'm not going to take that away from you, but you still need to be a young lady. If you got questions, you come to me, you ask. I told my son the same thing. All right, you liking girls, you need to come to me and ask me questions if you have a question. Don't be ashamed, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Because at the end, like I told my daughter got a beautiful shape. My daughter, a beautiful dark-skinned girl. You know what I'm saying? And if you were just to see my daughter, you'd be like, man, that little shorty, they bad. She 22 years old. But like I told my daughter, when men see you and they're talking to you, they're not talking to Shantasia. They're not talking to your mind or your personality. They're talking to a pretty face and titties and a flat stomach and all that. That's what they're talking to. Right. Same thing with my son. I told him, I said, when girls talk to you, they're not talking to Cameron, you know, the intelligent Cameron. They talking to the Cameron with the J's on. Yep. And they talking to the Cameron with the football player with shoulders and all that. And then when they get to know you and find out, okay, you not this dude, you know, it's like, oh, snap. Like, he had a little girl he was talking to, and the girl was like, oh, I need to go through your phone. And my son was like, nah. Only person go through my phone is my parents. You know what I'm saying? Who are you to tell me you got to go through my phone? And she's like, oh, I can't. That's the nigga I can't go through their phone. And my son was like, well, kick rocks. Same thing with my daughter. Well, kick rocks. You ain't going through my phone when, you know what I'm saying? My daughter 22 years old, and I still go through her phone. 22. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't because I'm trying to invade her privacy, but I'm trying to make sure you're not going to put something out there that's going to slander your name. Because if your name gets slandered by the choices you made, you can cry on daddy's shoulder and I listen, but at the same time be like, hey, you did it.
Yeah. I dig that.
You did. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with my son. It was like, now I'll tell you what was difficult, preparing my wife. Because like when my son started masturbating, I'm saying it. My son started masturbating.
Yes, you embarrassing the man.
Don't like that, man. I wrote a joke about it.
Yeah.
He already
Dad put you on the spot, dog.
I went to a comedy show with my son sitting in the audience, and I told a clean show, and I told a joke about my son jacking off with my robe on.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
You didn't throw away? You gotta keep it.
Keep that. I don't want that roll back. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what the hell's on that roll. Hell no, you kept that roll. But it's like I tried to tell my wife, I'm like, listen, that boy getting to know himself. And at the end of the day, and like you said, the information was out there, and this what made me want to go through his phone. What happened, I had an Android at the time, and he had an Android phone. So what happened when I hooked his YouTube up, I used my email. So every time I was going to my tablet, I kept seeing this porn stuff pop up, and I'm like, what the hell? And I knew it wasn't me doing it, but I wasn't thinking about him. I'm thinking, you know, maybe somebody trying to hack into my tablet.
Yeah.
So, long story short, he ended up coming out and telling me it was him, and I was like, that's where the hell it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So that made me say, okay, it's time to start looking in your phone, seeing what you're doing, how you acting, and everything else. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to take this attitude to the schoolhouse, because there's gonna be a lot of parents. Like I'm teaching my son now. I don't care how fine a girl is. you don't see no dick pics, and this girl don't need to be sending you no pictures of her coochie.
Exactly.
And he looked at me and I said, I'm gonna tell you why, because every parent not gonna play that. Because even with you being 14 years old, if that girl, mother or father be like, let me see your phone,
just
and
like
the first thing they do is see your dick pic or whatever, then that's statutory rape.
Yeah.
Now you got a rape charge at 14 years old that's gonna follow you the rest of your
Forever.
life. You know what I'm saying? All because you thinking you being a kid. So you got to learn, like you say, choices. You got to learn how to make the right choices at the end of the day. Or whatever. And that's the same thing I done taught my daughter. And my daughter in law enforcement. So it's like I told her, because you in law enforcement, you got to live a whole different lifestyle.
Right.
Too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're definitely the city. The city gonna be looking at everything you do.
And you gotta realize the stuff we do as children and young people, you don't never know when it's gonna follow us. Somebody might be the next president. And
Especially this
and
day.
now your ding ding been on. Now
We
your
got a
ding ding been on the thing at 16.
You can touch coochies and still become president.
Right.
So do celebrities like Cardi B, like Meg Thee Stallion, do you think that they need to be better role models to the children?
No.
Or just
No, because it's not their job to be role models to the world's children.
I got a question.
They need to be
we need Doc.
their children.
I got a question, man. You know what I'm saying? They all about people talking about the video and all that stuff and the music what's out there right now. But check this out. Back in the day, when Candy Liquor and all that stuff was out, we were talking about what we want a woman to do to us.
Right.
So why they worried about? why they talking about how Cardi B talking about how do you want to sit on your face and mess up your mustache?
And I'm gonna tell you, I got something for that, Doc. I dig it. Candy Liquor was you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. But the thing was, we were more secluded. We were more. We talked about that amongst ourselves a lot. More than people talked about it in the open. Now more things are out in the open.
Well, that's because of the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That changed everything.
But
Imagine if Trina verse from Nan Nigga out this day, and Nan Nigga was just as impactful as WAP.
Too loud.
Listen,
Too loud.
Yeah. I don't take that away from nothing. But we still kept it. It wasn't where everybody was just out there doing it. Now people are just like it's out there doing it. It's almost like it's a fad. It wasn't a fad back then. You know what I'm saying?
That's because of the internet.
That nigga came out in what year?
Like 93, 94.
Okay, I'm from California. If y'all don't know, shout out to y'all people. And I came here for the summertime. So when we went back, when my cousins them gave me Trick Daddy and Trina, I'm sneaking it on a plane, taking it home, along with my duck head. Shout out to them duck heads back in the day too. We took it home with us. So now I could get on the internet and call my best friend Sharice. Shout out to Sharice. I've been best friends with her 7, and be like, "You seen the WAP video? Oh, I seen it this morning, same time." But she ain't knew about no Trick Daddy and Trina nigga until I came off the plane. You feel what I'm saying? 3 months later, I thought I'd been hearing it all summer here.
Right.
They ain't knew nothing about it, so I had to bring it back home and play nigga for them. So they was like,
because back in them days, a lot of things
Yeah.
was secluded.
Yeah.
The South had their own music. The North had their own music.
Social
West
media
Coast had their own music.
is totally
Yeah.
different.
Media changed everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I am on the tier with the people. Hey Rayon, hey girl. That was my photographer that I was on with. We is all over the world right now.
Back in them days, Doc, even the sissies was secluded. You didn't know who the sissies were. Now they out all over the place.
Yeah,
because
That's not terminology.
The gay, lesbian, the transgender community.
LGBTQ.
Get it together.
Now,
sissies.
I love my gay, lesbian, transgender community.
I ain't signed with Illuminati, so I ain't apologetic.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm
okay,
faggots was secluded.
Last thing before we get out of here.
Because we old.
Yeah, we're about to wrap this up.
Hold on. Okay, before we start the music, let's give me like 5 minutes on this topic. I want to talk about the way the roles done changed over the years. From in the 80s when we had Two Live Crew, when we had Snoop Dogg, Bitches Ain't Shit, when we had
Doghouse, Dog Pound,
MC and Bun B, we had Top Authority. You know, niggas used to talk about
Spice One,
Easy E, Black Pussy.
Listen, back then, you know, everything that the females doing now is what the niggas was doing back in the days, and I'm seeing like a whole gender change in music to where right now the women is like, fuck a nigga, pay my bills. I need,
but in the same breath, but we still the hoes. We still the hoes. we still hoes though. If I'm out here talking about this, what this pussy can do for me,
that's got a whole lot to do with music. I think that's just got something to do with society, because at the end of the day, when you look at it like that, they feminizing men, because now niggas is wearing skinny jeans in videos and got their nose pierced and all this other stuff. So they looking more like the women, and then you got a bunch of young MHs out here.
Yeah, it is.
That's a fact. But
shout out to the ones I was locked up with.
I just watch, anybody that ain't watched this, please watch The Evolution of Hip Hop on Netflix, right?
I've seen that.
Now listen, in the beginning, you know, because I'm thinking hip hop just kind of coming full circle. Because in the beginning, they was you ever seen like Breaking? Fucking the Cold Crush Brothers. Furious 5. Them boys dressed in chaps with the pants open, the colorful hair, with their shirts, with fishnet shirts.
With the nipples out, ear on.
Look at Prince. I'm saying back then they wanted to be, and they said it. Run DMC changed the game because they changed the game and started dressing like street niggas, and they brought Adidas to life. You feel what I'm saying? But the Cold Crush Brothers, I specifically remember them saying, they was like, what the fuck these niggas doing? Like, we trying to be rock stars. You know, their whole identity was like the rock star identity, and then Run DMC had changed the game with My Adidas. You know what I'm saying? And Houdini, and then, you know, after Run DMC and the whole Def Jam and LL Cool J, that's what changed the whole, you know, the game. But now you look at it, right? You look at how things. I mean, you look at how people dress in the beginning. I'm talking about in hip hop's infancy. You feel me? Like them niggas used to dress like real loud, like that shit was crazy. Like, and then the young cats now.
But that's also an involvement in music. Because I mean, okay, for example, you can say the same thing with Lil Richard. You know what I'm saying? Lil Richard had on makeup and everything, being a rock and roll star. But then when that music evolved and hip hop came out and it became a new genre, it changed. You still got a lot of them dudes who do rock and roll that dress just like that. It's just like the country. We don't really, most black folks don't look at country or rock with country music, but the country singers still wearing tight jeans. They still wearing cowboy boots, and and that's the thing for country. You know what I'm saying? Rock and roll, they still wearing them shirts and everything else. So it's just the genre and the change of the music that happened to make, you know what I'm saying, that to go the way it went.
Right. So, and I want to leave it with you letting me know how you think, because you've been a female through these years, and you seeing like I never seen. Listen, the way females.
I've been a female forever, not just the last couple of years.
I mean, like you've been around, you know, to see the different stages of, especially female women in hip hop, women in the industry, women in movies and everything. And right now, what I'm seeing is a movement like I never seen before when it comes to women.
The women's is taking over
in hip hop.
The women's is taking over.
I never seen no shit like that.
The women's is taking over. Hey, DJ,
man, but y'all go ahead and do y'all last words and shit, man. I'm about to. I like
to give a shout out to everybody that tune in. Catch us again next Thursday at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Or 7:30. We're going to try to make it at 7 o'clock, man. You know, we very important people. But that's why we talk our ish up here, because we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Cougar, tell them where they can find you at.
You can always find me at the Savannah Tap House, downtown Savannah, Georgia. No, I was playing. But you can't always find me at work, because I'm always there, Savannah Tap House, Savannah, Georgia. I'm also on the Instagram at Queen Cougar. That's Queen_Cougar, Kouga. Yep.
Pole Pimp, man. Y'all find me with Straight Fire Entertainment all the time, man. At comedy clubs all over the world. Instagram, SAV Pole Pimp, or crack_yours_side on Instagram, crack with a K, your UR, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy.
Of course, you know who I am. Dog Wild, baby. You can find me at Straight Fire _ENT. And I'd like to give a shout out to who made this possible. And we've been talking about it for a minute. My partner, JP, John Pierre.
Yeah.
One of the best investments I ever made right here.
Yeah.
And Bossy, give a shout out to Bossy too. And my wife.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, big
Shout out to the
shout out, 'cause we
wifeys.
had a lot of views. We like y'all to interact though a little bit more. Next time we want to see y'all comment and we want to see y'all
Please.
give y'all's opinion.
Yeah.
on
Talk to
our
me and
stuff.
stop waving at me.
She like the
We
way.
want to see y'all give y'all
Yeah,
opinions
wave that
and
shit
give
cool,
y'all
'cause they wanna
and
make sure
give us
it's you.
feedback about what you think about the show, man. Talk Yo Ish each and every Thursday between 7 and whenever, you know, depending on how the conversation go. So shout outs to everybody watching Port to Port Music Group, PORT, the number 2 PORT Music Group, each and everywhere, all over the internet. You can find us, man.
That's that Jersey talk each and everywhere.
Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Starting next month, not this month. And I want people. Hey, check this out. Starting next month, I want artists to send 5 songs in. We're gonna do a review for free for starting next month. But after that, it's gonna start costing. So 5 songs. I mean, like each artist send in a song. We just gonna review 5 songs during our segment. The second week of the month and the 4th week of the month when we do music 101. So send it in to Straight Fire Records, STR8 Fire FIRE Records RECORDS
And don't
at
get mad.
gmail.com. No, we gonna if
Nah.
you scared of your music, don't send it in because we gonna talk ish. You know what I'm saying?
It's garbage. We gonna
And this is what we do.
garbage.
This is what we do. We've been doing this for so long. So don't. Hey,
Yeah.
for one thing, don't give up. If it's some bullshit, don't give up, man.
Yeah.
Just go back to the lab. Go holler at my boy JP.
That's a fact.
Shout out to my family, East Coast, West Coast. My auntie Lynn sent a bunch of thumbs up to you, said.
Okay.
Shout out
My
to
nigga
America
said
and all the funny
Rihanna,
cats out there.
my baby
you know
mama,
what I'm saying?
Miss
Yeah.
Joyce, Missy, all my family from Alderson while I was there.
When she was known as Jermaine in her
Janae.
20s.
What I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you to get the mic off.
What about
your
Chin?
It's
Oh,
on, it's
I'm
on.
too
Your
busy
voice
reading.
gonna
I
sound-
guess.
But you still going? You got some more? You can't
My
get
auntie
more.
say she wasn't gonna listen, but it's surprised it was worthwhile.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you. But anyway, like I say, send your music in. I want to give a shout out to the artists that I'm pushing. Gouda Inspiration, Jay Rizzo, GMB Ace, Gabby, Adam Swoosh,
Eric Divine.
Eric Divine. Matter of fact, we're gonna end this segment with Eric Divine's single that's out right now. Where he got a whole EP. You gotta check him out on
And for all
YouTube.
y'all plus size women, if you need clothes, go to heavenlyboutique.llc.org. Go to Heavenly, go to Heaven_Boutique Facebook. Go holler at my wife, Tamel Scott, Facebook. Go holler at her, man. We got all the best in plus size clothing, purses, and everything. We running a sale right now, $50 off any purse, shoes, or handbags right now, man. All right, at heavenlyboutique.com.
But like I said, any information, just hit us up at straightfirerecords at gmail.com or hit us at Port to Port Music Group. You know how to find us. Peace, good night, God bless.
Hey, Rihanna. Tell Chloe and Dylan I say, what's up?
This is Eric Divine. Gotta go check my guy out, man.
It's Young Dato.
Hey, listen to live radio at gmail.com. Submit your music and we will play it each and every Monday, 7 to 9. Fuck with us, man. Port to Port Music Group, man. Shout out Eric Divine, man, with a dope record, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. We finna get this check.
That's that Niagara Falls that I'm gonna change
y'all
that
stay
with.
safe too, man.
Yeah.
Corona me down, because I think I'm catching me a Corona cold. Lord have mercy.
She never had no
And don't forget to wear your mask, because the corona is out there.
Uh-oh.
This nigga, all right,
Not
bye.
bad.